I asked you guys to send me your laptop gaming setups in my Discord, and today we're going to be reacting to each one to see which one is the best. If you want to participate in videos like this, join my Discord server in the description, and make sure to comment your most favorite setup. So this is the first setup we're going to be looking at, and you can sort of see the laptop right here behind the monitors. It's a Dell G15 with an RTX 3050 Ti, so I'd say it's a pretty good laptop. And as you can see, he's rocking a dual monitor setup, which I think looks really clean. The first monitor is 165 Hz and the other one is also 165 Hz. I think it would look a little better if he had like a monitor mount, especially since it looks like it's pretty cramped down here. And the keyboard he's using is the And Pro. I remember hearing about this back in like 2019 and it was a pretty popular keyboard. It is a pretty decent keyboard. And the mouse he's using is a Logitech G305 and it's a really good budget mouse in my opinion. And he does have a mic on a boom arm right here, which is pretty good. And his wallpaper, I'd say it's also really nice. But overall, I'd say this setup is a 7 out of 10 since a lot of things can be improved, but it does look like a really functional setup. Alright, so the next setup is actually this really simple laptop setup. It reminds me of what my setup used to look like at first, and the laptop he's using is a Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3 with the 1650 and i5. The specs are pretty similar to my laptop, and I can imagine it performs pretty good in gaming. And the keyboard he's using is the RK61, which if you guys don't know is like a really popular 60% keyboard. And the mouse he's using is the Razer Viper Ultimate. This is actually the mouse that I want because it comes with this really nice dock and it's also wireless, and I just think it looks really nice. But yeah, this setup is super simple. I would just recommend maybe putting your laptop on a stand to raise it up and maybe get a better wallpaper and just hide the icons. Also, I would recommend cleaning up the cables a little bit because they are just kind of everywhere. But yeah, honestly, this setup is super simple. I like it. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 as well. So this next setup already just looks amazing. He has his laptop over here, which is the HP Pavilion with the GTX 1650 and Ryzen 5, and it also has 16 gigabytes of RAM, so that's pretty good. He actually has it on a cooling pad, which I'm not sure if they're that effective, but I know some that are pretty good. But at least it's raising up his laptop. The monitor that he's using is a Scepter 165 Hz, which is probably pretty good paired with his gaming laptop. I have to say I do like the stand of the monitor compared to some other ones. For the peripherals, he has the Apex Pro TKL, which is one of the fastest keyboards. I honestly do kind of want it, but my current keyboard is already pretty good, so. And the mouse that he's using is the G Pro Wireless, which is probably one of the best gaming mice out there. And he's got it all on this really cool looking Galaxy mouse pad. He also has a webcam, which I think is pretty good. Not a lot of people buy those. And he's also using the Blue Yeti X microphone. And I'm pretty sure the sound quality on this thing is pretty good. But overall, I give this setup an 8 out of 10. Just since it's really clean, he has everything he needs, and the peripherals are really nice. Alright, so this next gaming setup is also super simple, except the laptop is actually crazy. It's a Lenovo Legion Pro 5i, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and it's the 2023 model, and it has the RTX 4070 and the i9 13900HX. So it's basically a NASA laptop. But yeah, I've heard Lenovo makes the best gaming laptops, so that's really good that he has it. And the keyboard he's using is the Keychron K2, which is also modded. I've seen this a lot in other YouTubers' videos, so I'm assuming it's a really good keyboard. And he says the mouse and mouse pad are just random ones from Amazon, but they do look pretty high quality. I'm not really sure what this is right here, but next to that he has a lamp, which I think adds some nice lighting to the setup. I honestly think the plants do add really good aesthetic to the setup, and it's not just plain. Yeah, I give this setup an 8.5 just because the keyboard and the laptop are super good. I definitely recommend just getting a monitor or a bigger mouse pad because I think that would make it look a lot nicer. So this setup is also pretty similar to some of the ones we've seen, but it has a really nice looking laptop. It's the Asus ROG Strix laptop, and I'm pretty sure he said it has a 3060 and I'm pretty sure a Ryzen 7. So it is a really nice laptop. I think the best thing about it is the RGB. He also has a curved 165 Hz monitor, and I can't really tell, but it looks like it's on a mount, but it could just be on the stand. And the keyboard and mouse are just random ones from Amazon. They don't look the worst in my opinion. There are some Amazon ones that are just absolute trash. And I think the worst part about this setup is honestly the desk. It's green and it doesn't match with any of the other colors. And also it just doesn't look like it's that spacious as well. I give this setup a 7 out of 10 just because of the desk and also some of the cables down here. So this setup is also looking really nice. I like all the things he put on the wall, like the Fortnite poster and the Ronaldo thing. For the laptop, I think this is an MSI laptop with the RTX 4060, and the monitor is an Acer 165 Hz. And I'm not sure if it's the angle, but it looks like it's tilting kind of downwards. Like, I would personally put it up unless you're like really short. And he's using a modded RK61 with blue switches. Now, I'm not sure how a modded keyboard with blue switches would sound, but if it sounds any better than like the clickiness from the normal ones, then I think it's better. And he says he got the mouse for free on his birthday. And yeah, he has some LED strips behind his desk. I honestly think if he just kind of like synced up all the colors, like his wallpaper, it would look a lot nicer. Like maybe turn these lights to a blue color. But yeah, overall, this setup is really solid. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. So next up, we have this amazing looking laptop setup. This is honestly like the best one we've seen so far. And I've actually seen this guy's setup like for the past year, and it's always just been getting better. So for the laptop, he has the Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3i, and I'm pretty sure it has like the 1650 Ti and i5 processor. And the keyboard he's using is a DK61 Pro, and the monitor he's using is a 240 Hz monitor, and it's 27 inches. And the mouse he's using is the Model O wireless. I've heard a lot of people say it's low quality, but a lot of people do say it works completely fine. And he also has like a Lego TIE Fighter back here, which I think adds some personality to the setup. I give this setup like a 9.5 out of 10. It's just amazing. Like, it's super clean, everything matches. Now I have to say, this next setup is actually super clean. From what I see, it looks like an Asus TUF laptop, and he has this little digital clock. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube have this thing. It does add a little more to the setup. Now this keyboard is honestly like one of the best things about this setup. He said it's a custom keyboard, and it's actually like a clear base, so you can sort of see the RGB through it. But yeah, I just love how everything is synced up. Like, even on the wall, he has like these paintings, and the LED lights, everything just matches. And I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10. Like, there's not even that much you can improve. It's just already amazing. This setup is actually mind-blowing. Like, it seems like one of the setups that you see in those professional videos, and I'm not even sure where to start. So this is definitely different from a lot of setups. Like, he actually chose to hide his laptop and just use the monitors. And his laptop is the HP Omen 16 with the RTX 4070 and i7 13700HX. It is a really powerful laptop, and he has two monitors on two monitor arms. He didn't really tell me the refresh rates, but yeah, again, on these ones, like, the bezels are also pretty thick. And for the keyboard, he's using the White Shark Commandos TKL. I've honestly never heard of it, but it does look pretty clean in this white color. And for the mouse, he's using the Genesis Krypton mouse, which kind of reminds me of like the Model O with the honeycomb design. I just like how he put the plants behind the monitors and also the Funko Pops. They just add a lot of personality, like even the Funko Pops over here. So I'd probably give this setup like a 9.8, just because like the monitor bezels, apart from that, like, it's amazing. So this is probably the best setup we've seen. So that's basically it for the video. There are definitely some amazing setups. Make sure to comment the one that you like the most, and also make sure to join my Discord server if you want to participate in these type of videos.